descent into Avernus.
It begins.
Way
Because you
down.
can't go way, way down, deeper and deeper if you don't descend.
All right, well, if we're going to end fast, we're going to end fast. With 3 of it, I will cast my own Descent into Avernus.
Bing bong.
Why?
Way, way down. Deeper and deeper.
God.
Dorks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CommanDorks. I'm Taryn.
I'm Beef, and today we're bringing you the second video in our second cycle. So today we're 2 for 2, as it were.
Indeed, and today we will be bringing you a spicy mono-red showdown. Beef will be running his Neheb Dreadhorde Champion deck.
Deeper and deeper. Way, way down.
And I will be running Zirilan of the Claw, aka Drag Queens. Both decks we discussed at length in our previous video.
We're also joined here today by a couple of guests and friends of the channel, Zach and Gunga. So Zach, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and the deck you're playing?
Well, hey everybody, I'm Zach. If any of you are Commander aficionados, you might be familiar with a channel called the Command Zone. I actually was lucky enough to be on a fan episode of that a year or so ago. The deck that I'm playing today is actually Torbran, Thane of Redfell. I have affectionately referred to this deck as Existence is Pain. I'll explain why in a moment. Torbran is a 4 mana value, 1 colorless, 3 red for a legendary creature, Dwarf Noble. He's a 2/4, and that says, if a red source I control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. So he's effectively a replacement effect in the command zone for some additional damage. And this is very much a group slug deck. It's intended to that no matter what anyone is doing, whether that's playing lands, casting spells, tapping lands, attacking with creatures, activating creatures, anything like that, it's going to hurt. And hopefully a little bit less for me.
Awesome. All right, and our other guest here is Gunga. So yeah, tell us a little bit about the deck you're gonna try and kill us with today.
Yeah, certainly gonna try. Yeah, I'm just a friend of these guys, and my deck is Krenko. He is what you would imagine in a goblin deck. He's 3 casting costs, just a 1/2 power is what he starts out as, but he has an attack trigger that every time he attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on him, and then spawn goblins equal to his power. So
That's
the point of the
Tin Street Kingpin, correct?
yes, Krenko Tin Street
Yep.
Kingpin.
Yep.
Different than Krenko Mob Boss. So the whole point of the deck is to activate that attack trigger and just kind of pump him up as high as possible and get as many goblins on the board and go wide.
Pump up the volume, dance, right? So, yeah, with all that said, please like the video and subscribe to our channel, share the video with a friend, and let us know in the comments who you're rooting for while watching, and, which deck was your favorite. And as you can see on screen now, we have our first Patreon subscriber. Woo! Thank you, Crash. You're awesome, and we appreciate you.
From the bottom of our hearts, way, way down, deeper and deeper. All right, let's get these games rolling. Well,
All right.
It sounds like we're all ready, so I'll start us off then. Way, way down.
Deeper and deeper.
Going to...
Thank God that never gets old.
Why do you think he named the deck?
play a mountain, and I'm going to pay 1 to cycle a Forgotten Cave to draw a card. Deeper and deeper, and pass the turn.
Alrighty. I'll draw. Alright, I'll play a Snow-Covered Mountain. Tap 1 for probably the most useless card in this particular matchup, Commander Plate.
Oh. It's in this deck too. You still get
It's in
the
my deck too.
It's still a buff. It's still a buff.
It's a buff.
Pass. I'll
Yeah.
pass.
Definitely not as exciting as it is against a non-mono
Hey.
red match.
I'll play a mountain, and you know what? I'll raise you another Commander's Plate and pass the turn.
Boy.
It's not a full art
dear.
one though, or a borderless one rather. But
Alright, I'm just gonna play a Forgotten Cave tapped, and unlike Beef, I'm not gonna sack it, so I will pass turn there. Boy, it seems like we kind of put the same cards in everybody's deck there, fellas.
It's almost like we're all playing the same color. So
And
weird.
It's
Weird.
almost
And the
like
same-
Red has limited options for certain things.
Right?
Like that, yeah. I'm going to play a Buried Ruin as a land for turn. I'm going to play my own equipment, but it's a Basilisk Collar.
Yeah.
I'm also going to pay 1 for a Wayfarer's Bauble.
Oh God, he's ramping.
I'm going to pass.
Boble. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright, I'll play Snow-Covered Mountain as land for turn, and I'll tap 2 for an Impact Tremors.
Oh.
So for you folks at home, that's just a 2-drop enchantment that says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, which hopefully will be more, and I will pass.
Oh boy. All right, untap.
That.
Draw for turn.
Mono red, known for its enchantment removal. Uh-oh.
I will play Mountain, and I will pay 2 for a Mage Rites Stone. So this is a card I swapped in place of Blood Moon, because that card in this matchup is borderline useless. So that's it for me, so I'll pass it over to Gunga.
Hey, now, I kept my Pyroblast in here.
I was telling Taryn that when I did my deck tech, I mentioned a red Elemental Blast, but that card never arrived. It was optimistic of me to hope that it was going to be getting here before the stream, so I'm running an alternate in that slot, but...
Alright, pass turn to Beef.
Right, untap.
Land.
Draw. A Great Furnace as land for turn. And going to pay 3 for Descent into Avernus.
It begins!
Way
Because you
down.
can't go way, way down, deeper and deeper if you don't descend. I will pass the turn there.
Way down.
It's gonna... Oh boy. It's got ramped.
It's
Got
It's gonna
ramped
go
into-
quick, boys.
It's
be
gonna go
quick.
fast. I'm gonna draw. Alright.
Christ.
I'm gonna play another Snow-Covered Mountain. And, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play Gunga's best friend, Rampaging Ferocidon. And that is a 3/3 with Menace. Players can't gain life. Haha, like. Or, haha, Beef. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to that creature's control.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah, this is bad.
And,
Oh.
trigger Impact Tremors, so y'all take 1.
Yep.
Don't like that.
And I will pass.
I'm not a fan.
Don't like that at all. Yeah, it's going to be really rough for...
Draw for turn. It's gonna be rough for everybody.
One of
Terrain
y'all
generator.
should have a burn spell, I imagine.
Somewhere in here. I'll pay 2 for a
Way down.
Ruby Medallion.
Jealous
Yep.
of that.
I thought that'd be good, and I'll pass.
Alright. Mountain. Alright. And then tap 3 for Crinkle. Get him out there.
Oh, Chris Krinko himself.
That will
And-
trigger Rampaging Ferocidon, so you will take 1, sir.
I will take 1. Yep. Worth it. Alright. Sounds good. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep. We're going to put 2 counters onto Descent into Avernus, and each player takes 2 damage and makes 2 treasures.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I forgot my counters. Let me go grab those quick.
Play an Ash Barrens. Land for turn. I'm just going to pay 4 and cast my commander and have Dreadhorde Champion.
That will
And
trigger Rampaging Ferocidon. You will take 1, good sir.
sure will. And I'm just going to pass there.
I will untap. I will upkeep. I will draw. Covered Mountain. It's my land for turn. And, yeah. I think I will follow suit and get the train rolling and cast a Torben, Bane of Redfell.
Ugh.
So on ETB, multiple triggers. We have Impact Tremors, which now because of Torben, everyone will take 3. And then Rampaging Ferocidon will deal the damage to myself. Notably, Torben is my opponent, so it will not add for Rampaging Ferocidon. I suppose, since Terran is the only one with no creatures, I'll move to combat and I will swing a Rampaging Ferocidon at Terran.
Yep, down to 29.
I believe that is all I got. I'll pass it over to you, Terran.
A bit of a misplay on my part. I should have left Terrain Generator untapped in anticipation of getting the treasures, so I could have ramped. Sad day. Untap. Draw. Mountain. Okay. Beef and Gunga, if I take care of some of Zach's stuff, will you leave me alone for a turn?
I mean, if you get rid of that dinosaur, maybe I'll leave you alone for a turn.
Yeah, I was gonna get rid of.
Dinosaur is going to be a huge problem for Gunga.
Yeah, the dinosaur. I was maybe gonna get rid of both of them, but
I mean, I don't
let me
think
see
that
if I
idea.
can.
I
The impact tremors is a problem too.
Now, keep in mind, this all hurts. It doesn't stop the game, and I will not be the only problem very soon.
What's Torbran's toughness there?
4.
And the Ferocidons?
3.
4 and 3. Okay, I cannot get them both. Actually, I gotta try. I think I'm gonna sack my 2 treasures too. So X is 5 Shatter Skull Smashing. 3 of it to the Ferocidon, and then 2 to Cranko.
All right.
Yep, divided as you choose among or up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. So, and yeah, that is all I had for turn. So I'll pass it over to the Gunga there. Sorry, Gunga,
Alrighty.
you can definitely attack me if you want, because
I assumed as much. All right. Got land for turn.
It's a good thing you got your buddy Beef giving you treasures to rebuild
Mhm.
with.
Right. Yeah, I think that is the right play. Get him right back out there for 5. Yeah, that'll be my turn. Pass there.
At your end step there, Gunga, I'm gonna go ahead and sack 2 treasures, and just in an attempt to slow Beef down a little, I'm gonna Wild Magic Surge targeting Neheb. Destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a permanent card that shares a card type with that permanent. They put that card on the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order.
Gotcha.
So flip till I hit a creature, right?
Yep.
It's a pseudo Chaos Warp.
All right. It's a gamble, a land, sorcery, Magus of the Wheel.
All right.
He's on the bottom in a random order.
Yes, sir.
Okay, untap. On my upkeep, we go up to 4 counters on Descent into Avernus. That means 4 damage to each player, and make 4 treasures.
Oh god, we each get 4.
Yes,
Yep.
sir, Bob.
Japers. We're going way down.
Deeper and deeper. Going to draw for turn. I guess we aren't allowed to have nice things. None of us, except Terran, maybe.
Yeah, the dragon deck with that many treasures scares me.
It's
What?
gonna be a bumpy ride. Drop a mountain. Land for turn. Gonna pay 5 for a Psychosis Crawler.
Oof.
And I'm gonna sack 6 treasures to cast my commander. And I'm gonna pass.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal Reforge the Soul, which
Ugh.
I will cast for its miracle cost.
Oh,
So does everyone wheel?
So each player discards his or her hand and draws 7.
that seems really good, folks. I'm gonna discard a Spectacular Showdown, Burning Inquiry, and a Change of Heart Fortune.
In response, I'm gonna pay 2 flash outs, Javelin of Lightning, and that's I think all I can do.
Okay.
All right.
2 mountains and a Null Spine Dragon going in my graveyard.
Oof, Nullspine. That's happy to see. Although getting probably just as many cards, if not more.
Yeah. Yep.
So I draw 7 cards, which means Psychosis Crawler says you each lose 7 life.
You're welcome.
Zach, what have you
Thank you.
done?
I don't have a Reforge the Soul in this deck. It was too spendy for the budget I was trying to.
He's also got another wheel currently on board, so that'll be
I
fun.
sure do.
All right, I am pitching a Command Beacon, a Blasphemous Act, and sadly a City on Fire.
I am pitching Stonewright. He's just a 1/1 creature, but soulbound. Basically, I could give Cranko fire breathing. 2-handed axe, just an equipment that doubles the power on attack. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord that gives all goblins +1/+1. Unleash Fury, double power of target creature. This is a really neat enchantment. It gets basically +3/+3 and trample for 4, and this gives him flying and fire breathing. Yeah,
Man, you
so
had
that
like
was-
almost a full hand there.
That was a lot. Yeah, that was 6.
Now you're up 1.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you. Your generosity knows no bounds.
Of course. I will go ahead and play a Castle of Embereth as my land for turn. Can I get a tapped land count from everybody?
4.
4.
5. So we have 13.
Since a ritual coming on.
Uh-huh.
Indeed, it may be. Yes. I
A
believe
mana geyser, perhaps.
I will tap 3 and sack 2 treasures for 5 to indeed cast Mana Geyser.
Shocker.
That'll be 13 red floating. Alright, well, if we're gonna end fast, we're gonna end fast. With 3 of it, I will cast my own Descent into Avernus.
Bing bong.
Why?
Way down. Deeper and deeper.
God. No.
Honestly, I feel like I'm just giving Austin the win probably with this much mana, but oh man. Right then.
I love Descent into Avernus. I think it's better than Smothering Tithe, actually. And that might be sacrilege, but I like playing it more than Smothering Tithe. Plus, you're telling people, you take this damage and you get these treasures. It's not, do you?
I will spend 3 of my 10 floating to equip Torbran with Commander's Plate, making him a 5/7. With my remaining 7, cast Commune with Lava, X equal to 5. So this says, exile the top X cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards.
Got it. Yep.
And we are exiling a Sulfuric Vortex, a Mountain, a Wheel of Fortune, Tybalt's Trickery, and a Mountain.
Oh my god.
You're running all the good wheels.
Except they're going to kill me in this game.
I'm running all the cheapy budget wheels.
Alright. Alrighty. I suppose I will move to combat, and I'm scared of his next turn, so Terran, you got a 5/7 Torbran coming at you.
So I take 7?
You will be taking 7 Commander, yes. Plus, and then however much before. And that was the Ferocity, never mind.
7 Commander. Okay. Ouchie.
Radio. And that is it for me. I will pass it over to Terran.
Alright, here we go. Untap. Draw for turn. Hope I don't die. Okay, so I guess land for turn is going to be a mountain. So for 3, because it costs 1 less from Ruby Medallion, we're going to do a Blasphemous Act. 13 damage to each creature.
Oh.
You want to use that Tybalt's Trickery you're sitting on, right?
I think he's tapped out though, right?
I have
he's
2
got-
treasures.
He's got 2
Oh.
treasures.
Do it! I want to see what I get. Give me a dragon.
I actually think it's probably more beneficial for me to let Torben bite the dust here. So unless, passing priority to Gunga or Beef, if they have nothing, I will also have nothing.
I've got nothing, so...
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Resolve.
Yep, board is gone.
Torben back in command.
Well,
creatures
that's
down.
disappointing.
Glad to see that Psychosis Crawler go.
That makes one of us. I was planning on killing you all next turn.
I have
I'm
no
sure
doubt.
you were. Especially me, because I'm at 11
With
life.
love, obviously. But
Not
All
in
right,
fact with
after that, I will sack 2 treasures. 2 more. Actually, I'm gonna leave the terrain generator untapped, so I'm actually sacking 3 treasures. Just to leave that untapped. So Mana Geyser, because it costs 1 less from Ruby Medallion. How many tapped lands?
still 5.
5.
4.
5 rather, I'm sorry.
So
So
14.
14.
I have 14 floating.
Actually, that's on the stack.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Want to Trickery that one?
Is that what I want to Trickery here?
Yeah, it might be.
It would leave him with 2 mana.
Yeah.
He's going to do a lot with 14 mana.
He is. In response, I will sack 2 treasures and I will Tybalt's Trickery.
Okay. Yep. So this is countered, and then we roll a die.
Yeah, you choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. So if you want to roll and just do 1, 2, 1,
Right.
2, etc. And then,
4. So
2.
2. Okay.
So then it mills that many cards.
Okay.
So you mill 2.
Yep.
And
Mountain
then-
and Mana Echoes.
And then you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell.
Okay. Nah, it's a land. It's a land. Dragonstorm!
You can cast that without paying its mana cost.
And I have cast how many spells this turn?
Two.
I cast Mana Geyser, and so it's got Storm, so I'm gonna get 2 copies of this.
Yikes.
Thank you, Zach.
I mean, I still prefer the randomness of it. Or what does that do again? I'm sorry.
So Dragon Storm says, search your library for a dragon permanent card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library, and it has Storm. So I'm getting 3 dragons from my
Alright.
deck. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll do Laughless first. Terror of the Peaks will resolve, but before the Cavern Horde Dragon comes in, it'll trigger Laughless, creating a 5/5 flying dragon creature token. When that comes in, that'll trigger Terror of the Peaks to deal 5 damage to something or someone. Beef 5 damage to the face when that enters.
In response, I'd like to cry.
And then it'll be Cavern Horde Dragon. So that'll trigger Terror of the Peaks and Laughless. So we'll do the Terror of the Peaks trigger first. Oh man, let's see. God, Descent. The 2 Descents are gonna kill me. I'm sorry, Beef. I think I gotta go for you. So, okay, so we'll do 6 damage
You
to you.
realize his is going to be more painful than gainful than mine will be.
I suppose.
It's
Yeah.
further up though, and Torbran's dead.
Yeah. So we'll do the 6 damage from the Cavern Horde to you, and then there's another token coming in as well, which is another 5 trigger from Terror of the Peaks. And we'll do that one to
Terror of the Peaks.
to Zach. We'll do that 5 damage to your face. And then so Cavern Horde Dragon, it has Flying, Trample, and Haste, so he's the only one that can attack this turn. So I will move to combat. I think I gotta go for you, Beef, so I'll swing at you for 6 in the air with my Cavern Horde, and when he deals combat damage, I get to create a treasure token for each artifact that you control.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm taking 5 more? 6 more?
6 from the Cavern Horde. Yep. And then
Alright.
I would get how many treasures?
I have 2 artifacts.
2 artifacts? Okay. So,
Oh, excuse me. I have an artifact land. That makes 3.
so okay, I would net 3 treasures from that. Alright, what else can I do here? Just because it's really, really dumb, I will pay 5, 2, 3, 4. Yep, sacking all my treasures. 5 for an Ancient Copper Dragon. So that's another Terror of the Peaks trigger.
It's a 6, so you can ping me, and I die on my upkeep.
Yeah, I'll ping you for the 6 with the Ancient Copper, and then Zach, I will ping you for the 5 from the token that gets made from Laughless.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And okay, that was my second main, so I will.
Game
Pass
over,
turn there.
man. Game over.
Game over, man.
Alright, Mountain for turn. Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna do 2 for my own Impact Tremors.
I'm getting out at the right time.
And then 1 for Goblin Lackey, which immediately procs this, so everybody take a damage.
Opponents can remember me as a generous soul who gave everyone a whole bunch of treasure before being ruthlessly murdered.
Yeah, that's all I think I want to do. I just want to. Now I'm just gonna pass turn there, and watch a couple people die.
Give
Probably.
me something of pain and let me die. I will take 6 damage on my upkeep. Everybody gets 6 damage and 6 treasures, and I die.
I go to 9.
I am way, way down, 6 feet up.
I will untap. In upkeep, trigger my descent into Avernus. Everyone takes 2 and makes 2 more treasures.
God,
Down
what
to
is this
7.
game?
I'm glad that if Terran's gonna murder me, he won't live to enjoy it.
Alright, I will draw for turn.
I'm most certainly dead, but we shall see.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna see if we can start that off. I will play a snow-covered mountain. It's my land for turn. I will start by just attempting to tap 6 and cast Torbran.
No response from me.
Trigger
think
my impact trigger my impact
Yep.
tremors, everyone takes 3.
Yep, I'm out. That's game for me.
Well, can you do 11 damage to Gunga there, Zach?
Let's find out. I don't think so. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Because I'll take 4, at least, from my own Avernus on my turn. So all Gunga needs to do is bolt me or clay a few goblins, which is definitely possible. I will sack 3 treasures, going down to 5, to cast this Wheel of Fortune. So we will discard our hands and draw 7, Gunga.
All right. In response, I will do pay 1 for Raise the Effigy, choosing the destroyed target artifact. So I'll go after Command Plate.
All right, plate down.
So then still draw 7?
Yep, discard, draw 7. So I'm discarding a Harsh Mentor, a Null Spine Dragon, a Skull Clamp, and again a Burning Earth, which is worthless in this matchup.
I got a Mountain, Seize the Day, which is an extra combat, Relentless Assault, which is another extra combat, and then Maniacal Rage, which is just a 2/2 and can't block.
Yeah, I will sack 2 treasures, going down to 3. I will cycle this Smoldering Crater to draw a card. And lastly, I believe I will sack my last 3 treasures to cast this Sulfuric Vortex. So this says at the beginning of each player's upkeep, Sulfuric Vortex deals 2 damage to that player. If a player would gain life, that player gains no life instead. And then this mountain, which was exiled from the Commune with Lava, is gone because I am passing to Gunga.
All right, tap, draw. All right, Mountain for turn. Big surprise there.
No, oh, never mind. He's got this. I just realized.
Vortex deals 5.
I just deals 4 at his upkeep.
Yeah, 4.
Oh yeah, so I take 4.
Yep, and you'll go to 7. I just realized I doomed myself with the Sulfuric Vortex.
Live by the stacks, die by the stacks.
All right, so tapping 2 for Madcap skills. Just enchant creature +3/+0 and menace.
Yep.
Equipping Goblin Lackey.
That'll do, pig.
And oh, yep.
Tapping.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could. That's all
Yeah,
you need, really.
I could, but.
You just want to finish it now.
Yeah, 3 for Forebearer's Blade.
He doesn't want to let you untap.
That's fair.
Tapping another 3 to equip.
Dear God,
So-
I'm already dead.
So yeah, he's now 7/1 menace, vigilance, trample.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and go to combat, swing for 7.
In response, I'll play my last wheel. I don't have the mana for it. You got it. Well done there, Gunga.
All right, I was the survivor.
Well, that went about as I was expecting it. Honestly.
I knew for sure, the one thing I knew for sure going into this game was that it was going to be a mono red deck that took it, but that's about it.
Well, and for those watching, thanks for sticking around if you're still with us, and join us for the next one in, I don't know, a couple weeks or so from now. We'll see how soon, but yeah.
We're kind of leaning towards a tribal thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe for our next, we've got some ideas on that front, so we might be showcasing some tribal decks, but
Yep.
you'll find out more on the next video, so make sure you tune in.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on.
guys. Really appreciate it.
Good games,
Thanks for
guys.
playing. It's good playing with you guys.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Till next time.